serpents of the ocean fire spawn. Pretty good. I haven't heard much of their other stuff though. You guys can let me know in the comments, you know, about if it's any good or if they even got any other stuff. That's my first time hearing them. They're pretty good for the band. I didn't hear it before I got this song. But this video is going to be about people who know more than they act like they do. And also, you know, the flip side to that, the other defense is people who omit, you know, not just, you know, I'm using that phrase as an encompassing phrase, but that itself is its own action, and omitting is an entirely different type of deception. And it becomes even more obvious when you have people doing both, because then you have evidence that they are really not caring about honesty to you and truth. Now, I tell you, most of the time when I'm wrong, you know, I come back and I tell you all that. I tell you, hey, Alex Jones is right. There are these globalists, you know, in these meetings. But I come back and I tell you, hey, Alex Jones is one of them, right? So I'm not like trying to mislead you, really. I find it very rare I find myself doing something like that. You have to sometimes in society. You're not going to get anywhere. You're going to get stepped on if you let the manipulators manipulate you without doing something. And frontal assault is not a problem-solving tool. It kind of is for certain cultures, but it doesn't really teach people not to do problems. But it's a lot easier to just manipulate manipulators bad. So when you have some asshole trying to make judgment on you, you know, fair game right there. Some people, you know how it is with males. Like, the more fucking raging ones, if you fucking get all up, you know, being deceptive in their face, pow! You know, that's like, you'll be like, you know, most people probably stand back and watch people like that fight, and they're like, damn, why'd you do that? And it's like, well, you know, sometimes I look back on my life, and I'm not saying all the time, I'm not even saying a lot of the time, but sometimes you look back and you're like, yeah, that person was, they knew something, you know, that I didn't know at that point in time, so pow! Right to the kisser. Fucking, it's never really happened like that, but you know, I've seen it, right? Fucking, someone does something that's a step towards the wrong way, pow! It's because that person sometimes has actually experienced that before and how to cut it off without wasting time. It's kind of like when you deal with people on the telephone, the quickest way to deal with them is to say, supervisor on the phone right now. If someone can't speak English, supervisor. You know, if someone can't behave properly, supervisor. If someone is talking real slow and you're worried the 3-minute long call is going to turn to 45 minutes, this is really rare. And you feel bad about this one. You don't feel bad about the other ones. Supervisor. And that person, that last person, ain't a bad person. They just from the South. And they would just talk in a different dialect. You know, they might be real slow. Or they could have a mental condition or something like that. But I believe, you know, it's always the Southerners who got the slow talk. It's the New Yorkers got the real fast talk. You don't even know what the hell's going on. Like someone like me, I don't know what the hell's going on sometimes in the New Yorker's mouth. Although, you know, I'm faster than the people around here, so it must be even harder for them. I think people around here, they understand the, you know, the West Virginia dialect, so it goes a little slow there. And I know that shit, obviously. But so there's different levels. There's people out there who are acting like they don't know something, or in Trump's case, we're being told he's hiding it to protect him and his family, right? But there's other people like Alex Jones. We know his end goal is not just to hide stuff from you, but it's also to deceive you. And looking at it early on, I don't even mean to make it about him, but looking at him early on, he's kind of like different. He felt more credible, but that's, I think, because back then no one was exposing him, and he wasn't as big, so there wasn't enough people to analyze him. Because when I look at it, like, one of his first things when he got on the street, although I think that was a move, I should leave that out, the gun rally thing, where he goes there and blasts the horn. I believe he did that purposefully to have an excuse to end his little fucking bullshit, right? I thought at first maybe he was just pissed off that day, had a bad day. You never know. You know, I mean, that happens, right? And everyone's fucking enemy that day. But I think he did that so he could quit going to the street. So he had, like, if someone ever asked him, which I don't think no one really does, and people for a minute were like, how come he doesn't do that? But I don't think no one called and asked him, why don't you go to the street? And he kind of did make up bullshit, but then he got a big fancy street. But anyways, he is one of the main people you can see this in. People who know too much, knowing too little. You know? You're already looking up to him and you're thinking he's legit. And he's telling you what's going on properly, right? But in reality, he is deceiving you. And you look into it and you know this. You understand this. And nice. I should turn that off. Okay, wow. This car has such magical bullshit going on. I swear to God, I made a video about that, but it sounded like a rant. So I don't think I'm going to upload the magical bullshit rant video. I probably do sound crazy, especially when it's all fucking with my head and everything just fucks up. Gotta turn the AC off to roll the window up. I just can't do it. I've got a rational explanation for everything though. It's nothing else in the world, it's me fucking everything up, right? Anyways, Alex Jones. And he's one of the people who know too much and knowing too little. Like Stefan Molyneux. He knows too much, but he knows too little. He knows what's going on in the world. He's a libertarian. He's a Jewish. He knows everything. He claims he's the smart. He wants you to think he's the smartest guy on YouTube and ever in the world. Philosopher. Anyone who calls themselves that. That's what they're claiming. They're fighting for a title. But what he doesn't know is his mom's a Jew. How does he know his mom is a Jew? I don't know who my parents are because I don't fucking trust them. You know what I'm saying? Like, after being lied to so many times and after seeing these crypto people, it makes you, you know, I don't claim to know anything, and I'm not going to claim to go to the DNA fucking test, right? But this dude knew his mom was a Jew, and he eventually was caught on tape saying it. So, if he had ever denied it before, and he denied it like after it came out too. He had like just said it, and then he kept denying it, and kept denying it, and kept denying it. Like, he just admitted to it, but then he kept denying it, kept denying it. So there's people out there who know too much to know too little. And he is one of them. And it's not just about his own fucking family, but, you know, I'm sure there's more to it. He kind of leads some sort of deception where he wants to be your savior type deal. And like they're just setting up themselves repeatedly to be the savior in any situation. It's not that hard. I mean, granted, they clearly have more ability and stuff. They have something going on. Ritual magic, access to the energies of the world, just placed there by the creator, like they say, right? That's why they're there. So everyone can just run amok. But they themselves also, I mean, that's what they say in their book, but then they say they're God, right? So, and then they also brag at the same time and some really truthful stuff. Something about other things. I don't think the metalheads are actually moving in, man. Man, I was like, dude, what the hell is the metalheads doing down here on Grandma fucking Street, right? And they didn't move in. Man, I was all fucked up too because there's a young girl. And I'm pretty sure that's not her husband because he looked pretty old. So they're just freaking workers. Can't win. Can't win in this life. Apparently, you gotta do what the controllers say. You gotta be a little slave to them and do what they said. As my neighbor, fucking, that's the only young people on the block. Besides me. I guess I'm not young anymore, but I am compared to this neighborhood, right? The only young people all live with their families or in their families' houses and shit. You know, like, and it's mostly children. Like, it's not teenagers. It's a lot of children. But anyways, too much. I'm just disappointed, man. I was like, how the hell can they get through this neighborhood? Weirdest things happen, like me getting. Okay, so we have Stefan Molly, you know, he's lying to you, not just about that, but more. Then there's this whole lineup, right? I've got a video on the newer guys, you know, where I'm showing you the proof. Like, but so far, no one's been asking me for proof. I mean, you can seriously go look up pretty much everything I say. So that's cool. I mean, generally, when you get a kook like Alex Jones, you got people asking you for proof, and it shows you a little bit of proof that halfway says what he's talking about. But, hopefully that's not too loud, right? You know, I can leave AC on max and turn the fan down. That probably works. Okay, so there's the whole earlio, right, is, you know, Amrin, which mentor Gottfried is the Jew Gottfried. He coined the term alt-right. And that's like a writer for Amrin. He's not just the godfather. He didn't just come in and go, hey, you got to do it that way. You see, that's how we get him. And then, you know, Jared Taylor's like, oh yeah, master. Oh yes, master. Jared Spencer likes Richard Spencer. Wow. But see, I include him in the new video. I think I don't consider him the new wave. There's already a newer wave. See, when you're discussing Red Ice and Spencer and Trump, you're discussing the last wave. They already spawned a new wave to come in, and they're doing this really fast. I think they've always done this, and you got to think. I'm getting right back on the track where I was a long time ago. You got it, because it's just talking about the same stuff, and it's coming to logic. You got to think, if they can do all this shit, if they can even control the Federal Reserve, yet alone, you know, behave with a different set of powers or something, then they can do what, just about anything. 6 people a year. Even a year, but I'm talking creating 6 new media faces for each media outlet they want to entertain. YouTube, NBC, ABC, whatever. And even on NBC, ABC, all that, they don't switch around generally. They might have to in this new age, but I guess they did get rid of Glenn Black pretty fast. But that was still like 20 years in the making. I'm sure he's still there. They're also there. Everyone who has left office, everyone in the media is still there. They're still there somewhere. Almost all of them, every single one just moves around position to position. Look at Cenk Uygur. You know, he comes from He comes from the mainstream TV stations, 4, 6, 10, 28, we call it here, right? And Fox, NBC, ABC, CBS. And they just moved him to the internet of his own TYT show, which, granted, he's like a Turk, and it's called The Young Turks, which, if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. You know, they spit it in your face when they call it that, because his co-operators are Jewish. So they're spitting in your face. He's not like the good Turk, and Anna's not the good frickin' Armenian. They're the ones who killed the Armenians and invaded there. They're the Jewish. And they do this over and over. Look at Pt.1. They got him down in Cincinnati, and I don't trust him one bit. He's with the libertarians. He's never going to say that word. He'll lose his job the second he says the word Jew. He's gone. He's gone. He doesn't look very Jewish, but they all end up being, don't they? Okay, it's pretty hot, and I hate sweating, so I might pause this and take this in. But it gets pretty obvious when you watch this for a while how it happens. And I consider Red Ice the Trumpers. They pushed. They're with that, you know, that post-Ameren type deal. They've had to escalate it quickly. The alt-right came up, and then like 5 supporting medias came with it. One of those medias was, it kind of came up on the pedophile poll 4chan, and then went to England. But from there, you know, England managed, like, the main site. It doesn't matter what any of you Trumpers or alt-righters think. Daily Stormer, maybe they paid for the most bots, but maybe he lied when he said he was the most viewed page, but there's no way he wasn't. All these trolls you see on the internet, they're from England's troll army. You can tell, even the ones who still become aware, they'll still use images used from that site, and they'll still use lingo from that site. And there was Red Ice. Like, Red Ice kind of was like the last one of the mainstream Trump alt-right that popped up. I think Spencer probably started sticking his head up before he became famous, and Milo as well. They usually have to. But let me pause this.